Hey everybody, it's Bruno on MB, where it can't all be serious, and we called this episode On the Edge of Glory, right? That's just like every time I almost made a baseball team or something. Just on the edge. And then I missed the tryout. But I'm here with my good friend Brenda Johnson from Banda Johnson Fine Art.
Yeah.
And Brenda, how are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I got some good news and I got some bad news. We're going to be talking about one of Brenda's brand new creations. And the bad news is probably by the time you see this, it will be sold. Because these things kind of go fast. They do go fast, right?
Yeah.
But Brenda, tell us about your studio first.
Okay, so this is Art at the Landing, and this is a pop-up gallery in Glenmore Landing Shopping Center. We're going to be here until the end of June for sure, but possibly a little bit longer. And this is just a venture with myself and 3 other artists that we just wanted to have a spot where we can get our art out in front of people, where they can stand in front of it and look at it in person.
Yeah, and again, I always say I'm going to be serious, I'm going to joke around, but I'm going to be serious. When Brenda said pop-up, and I will confess I've known Brenda for a long time, I thought a pop-up was like you had 2 or 3 of these things, you know, like a little mall, you know, mall inside.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is a true art gallery.
Yes, it is.
This is an unbelievable place, and you highlight different artists, like not a ton, but like you guys are
yeah, we've got a collective of 4 artists that run the place. Yeah,
but you're the best.
Depends, and if you ask them, they say they're the best.
Oh no, we don't talk.
I love all of their work. So yeah.
But you're the best. I've known Brenda a long time. I said that, and she's super competitive, but she's also super polite. I'm neither, so I'm just gonna say that. I was so impressed with Brenda's work that I just said we had to shoot something down here. Just inspire people that are looking for original art and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not joking, we are going to be featuring this. I never thought we'd be doing this on your show.
No,
right?
I didn't.
But all of a sudden we're walking into the studio, I'm like, hey, I want to talk about this one, I want to talk about that one. And this is pretty cool. And this is called
On the Edge of Glory.
Yeah, so let's talk about what this all means.
What this means. Okay, so this is a painting of the Athabasca River, and one of the interesting things that I find, the painting is easy, and it's coming up with a name that is sometimes challenging, that captures what it's all about and the feeling of it. And the reason I chose that name is that, I mean, it's on the edge of the river, it's on the edge of the cliffs, it's on the edge of the forest and on the edge of the mountains, and it's just a little bit about living on the edge and being out in nature. And I do kind of like the song. Yeah. And I'm kind of a geek. I'm always singing, always. And so then sometimes.
Do you sing when you paint?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, well, like along with music. I'm always listening to music. Anyway, and I think oftentimes in terms of music lyrics. And so then sometimes a phrase or a name from a painting will come from a song. So
this is Brenda's like 3rd career.
Yes.
And each one you took very seriously.
Yes.
And you became pretty good at all of them. You became a master in each one. Singing, is that the next one?
No.
Okay, so let's stick to painting.
Yeah, we'll stick with painting, definitely.
So on the Edge of Glory, were you actually there? Sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. Like sometimes the bear one, you weren't.
No, the bear was not.
But this one, were you here?
I did not personally take this photo, no. And it's based on a variety of different photos. There's tons of free images available online, and it's kind of a composite image of a few different.
And I'm really not joking, Brenda. I know we do joke around a lot, but probably by the time they see this video, it'll be gone. Right? Because these things
does happen.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't sit on shelves for years and years or anything like that, right? So we're talking about days, weeks, maybe a month, and then they fly off. But let's just say somebody sees this video and kind of goes, do you remember On the Edge of Glory? Can you make me one of those? I know we talked about this in a previous video, but this will draw some attention, just like the other paintings that we highlighted. And that was my idea because I was so impressed. But what's the process? Somebody brings you a picture, you're saying, or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, if they want a piece done of a particular scene and they bring me a photo, that they want to use as a jumping off point, then that's where we start. And it's a consultative process. I'll go and I'll take a look at their space or get photos of the space. We'll talk about what size, what sort of color scheme they're looking for. And the beauty of paint over photography or anything like that is that you can do what you want with it. And if they're like, I don't like this particular tree over here, it's kind of in the way or whatever, you don't have to paint that tree, or scruff or whatever stuff they don't want in it. You can edit it and compose it how you want. And make it a sunny day if it wasn't a sunny day in the photo, or change the lighting and I want it to be a sunset or what have you. And you can accomplish all of that with a commission.
And you know, the thing is that this is an original Brenda Banda Johnson.
It is.
And it's not just something that you kind of put together. You're an accomplished artist, and not everybody can actually just open up a studio and say, hey, come and take my pictures. Like, you're an authentic, you know, Western Canada artist. You're like, you live in Western Canada, but anybody can. Are they allowed to put this in Quebec and Ontario, this art on the wall? Oh yeah,
they
for
could,
sure.
For sure.
Will they? Yeah, okay.
But,
I'm just joking.
If they're from here, maybe.
But, you know, I'm from Ottawa. I can joke around about those guys, right?
Yeah.
Will they get this art? I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're slightly higher intellect sometimes, but they'll get this.
I get it.
So you can put this anywhere you want, but this is, I think the name of the game also is an original. That's the name of the game, but if this one's gone, you can get another one. I'm not just playing that because that's, you know, by the time we're done.
That's what I do,
Yeah, because you paint quite a bit. I don't think people realize how much, you know, a thriving artist like you has to paint. Every time I'm talking to you or, you know, emailed you or something, just finished painting, like how much do you paint? Or create, I guess?
Every day. Every day, I get up and I go to my studio like I would be getting up to go to work. And the challenge with having a home studio is that it's hard to step away from when I'm in the middle of something and I'm fanatical about it. So then I just stick with it oftentimes until it's done, or it gets really late at times. But I do like hours and hours a day. Like it's a definitely full-time plus job.
But you know, you mentioned your...
It doesn't feel like work.
I know, that's what I was going to say, is that you mentioned your home studio, but this isn't your home studio.
No.
This is an actual gallery, and you actually paint here also.
I do sometimes,
Like you paint like in your car. I mean, you're riding a bike and you're painting.
That I do not do.
You have a rear view mirror on your bike, a bell, and a... But you paint in the studio, in the gallery too, right?
Yeah.
And so, give or take like 8-9 hours a day.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, probably... Yeah, at least that.
I mean, so that goes to everybody. I mean, when you were I can share this because we shared this before, and I always, you know, I'm kind of proud to be your friend. And, you know, you were an accountant, but you took it, you weren't just like a fly-by-night little bookkeeper. You got your designations, right?
Yeah.
And that was hard. And that was 24 hours a day. And then you were a very accomplished professional recruiter. And I'm not saying you dabbled in it either.
No.
So that was 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I guess those are some of the habits you've taken,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, can you go half-ass on anything? Like when you go for a bike ride, it's like, you're killing snails on the road here. Like you're going fast.
Well, I like my brakes on the downhills. Yeah. I'm cautious enough.
And this is part of our, you know, this episode is that you're going to be getting an original Brenda Banda Johnson. And people want to know, you know what? Usually artists, you have to wait till they're dead.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, let's not do that.
Let's not wait till I'm dead.
Let's get to know you a little bit. And we, you know, I've already mentioned that you're an accomplished accountant, and I'm not just saying that lightly. A professional recruiter. I learned from you. I must say that. I'm very open and honest that Brenda was one of my mentors. You know, you were a mentor. And now you're an artist, so we want to get to know you, right? So what do the normal people out there not know about the original artist here that you kind of say, you would never guess that about me?
You would never guess that about me. I love playing ball hockey.
Do you really?
Oh God, I love it, love it, love it.
That's a Saskatchewan thing.
No, that is an Alberta thing. So I learned how to play like 3 years ago. Well, I guess maybe, something like that, whatever.
So
a year before the pandemic. You know what? My son was playing ball hockey, and every time I went to watch him, I thought that looks like seriously so fun. I wish there was a ladies league, and then I found out there was, and
Oh, you
so I
actually
joined.
play?
Yeah, like I play.
Like,
yeah.
do you hack people? Like, do you slash them and stuff?
No, like check some, but
Oh
not
my
slashing.
God.
You can't slash.
Full contact painting.
It was
But you run also though, right?
Yeah.
Like you took that seriously and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
So I was a kind of a setup because I always ask the rapid fires, but because
Yeah.
Brenda's my friend, I kind of set her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So let's find out. Favorite food?
Probably
Do you even eat? Like, you're so thin.
Mexican. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a little place near us that makes the poblano enchiladas that are like the best. And I can't get tired of them. That and cinnamon buns.
Okay. Oh, okay. Can I tell? This is the story. You know I'm going to tell the story. So Brenda and I used to go for coffee, and this is where I learned that I couldn't really hang out with you too long, right? So we go for a coffee. Well, she gave me a hard time because I was not as dedicated as she was, and she would order a coffee and say, you know, a Tim Hortons, whatever. What do you do? 1 and 1 and something like that. A regular coffee and 1 Timbit.
Yeah.
I'm like, 1 Timbit? Like, how do you survive on 1 Timbit? Like one box of 37? Well. So anyways, when you say that, yeah, you don't eat very much, but I know that. But okay, so favorite artist, like painter?
I really like Mike Swab's work. Actually, it's really that I really like.
Do you own one?
I don't, but I think I will.
Why don't you swap with him?
He's far more advanced in his career.
Yeah, but he's not on our show.
I don't know.
Like, that's one thing he doesn't have.
I don't know. I do like his work. So.
Brenda Johnson, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so favorite sports team?
Oh, probably the Flames.
Yeah.
They're out, but I still like them.
Have they ever been in other than 1989? Like, holy smokes. Yeah. Okay, so favorite place to vacation when you can vacation?
Costa Rica.
Really? And I knew you liked it there. Why do you like it so much?
Oh, it's just like adventure everywhere. Zip lines, whitewater rafting, surfing, like you name it. There's just everything. Anything you want to do. Want to rappel down a waterfall, do that. It's just phenomenal. You don't? I go for walks. It was so fun. I can't look because I'm scared of heights, but I do love it. It's so fun.
And so what do? Just jump?
Back over the edge. Don't look first. That's the ticket. Don't look at how high up it is, and then just back over.
Oh my God, why don't you take a painting of that going backwards or something? Okay, so favorite place you haven't been but you want to go to kind of thing?
I'd like to go to Crete in Greece. I was in Greece, but I didn't make it out to Crete, and I would like to go there.
Why didn't you you just ran out of time?
Yeah.
You can't run out of money in Greece because they don't have any money there.
So. They did at the time, it was a long time ago.
Was it?
But yeah.
Okay, so they can reach at www.bandajohnsonart.com.
And
you get one chance to ask me one question, but I also reserve the right not. No, I'm just joking. One question.
Okay, you used to play in a band. What did you do in your band? I was thinking about that today. Do you sing? Do you play guitar? What do you do?
I used to play saxophone. I used to be a saxophonist, and now I dabble in guitar. But saxophone's too hard to get back into it. It's Yeah. So and I had long hair.
Anytime I hear buckwheat zydeco, I think of you.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
So Brenda and I actually, that's really, really good memory. We worked in an office before talking about music.
Yeah.
And Stanley Durrell, that's actually buckwheat.
Oh, that's his name? Okay.
He did pass away, and his son played the Spoons. And for those of you guys, living on the moon, just take a look. He passed away, but I remember in our office, I'm like, guys, you gotta come. And Brenda's like, whatever.
Never
and I went out to get the tickets, and it was a good time, wasn't it?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I totally did. I did not believe you when you said people are gonna rush the stage. Get out. We gotta go now. We have to go rush the stage because the floor's gonna fill. And I was like, there's nobody out there. I think we're safe. And then they started, we followed you out there, and the place went mad when they stepped on the stage. So you were right.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link under here, other than your website, to Buckwheat Zydeco, paying a little homage to him. Ils sont partis band from Louisiana, and he did pass away. And I got tons of story about him because I almost played on the same stage as he did. Because the saxophone player didn't show up one time from New York State. Okay. And it's such a funny story, and I'm just like, oh my God, And so that's a long story. That was in Ottawa, But good memory. I forgot about that we did go to Buckwheat Zydeco. So
that was a memorable experience.
That was an easy question for sure. Yeah, I know I used to play saxophone. But anyways, you know what? I'm hoping we're going to have way more sessions to introduce your art, both to promote you. You don't need that much promotion, but also introduce people to what they can have in their homes and make it even look better. So Brenda, always a pleasure. Love being around here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on everything. So
thank you.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, if you want someone you know to be our next guest, simple. Click below in the description and we'll get in touch with them. Thank you for watching and please subscribe and you'll never ever miss another episode.